Well, welcome back. We're going to cover startup scripts today. So basically, services. So this is a nice web page that kind of goes over some things. I like most of it, so we're going to use it, and I'll link to it down below. But I'm going to use kind of something that I've copy pasted and altered from this to be able to start things. Okay, so. Once again, I'm doing things in AWS Academy. It's a place where college students, if their university is associated as an AWS Academy, can give students access. So because we are certified, have someone certified here at BYU Hawaii, we have the Learner Lab associate services that we use for a lot of our IT related classes. And this just gives free access into Amazon Web Services to most of the offerings. Now, there's some things like IAM and stuff that they don't have access to. But this is a lab environment, so there are a few things that are missing. Quite a few things, but there's a lot that they give you access to. So today we're going to use it to start up a Linux system and create a service. So, by the way, I use this for a lot of classes. It's getting towards the end of the semester, and I've used $1.20 out of $100. So I do have some students that have used about, if I remember right, last time I looked, it was around $10 in this. But we also have other AWS classes that they can spin up and they do their labs in. So this is only when they're playing or for specific classes they do some of their homework here. Okay, so clicking on AWS will get me into the AWS console. It's automated sign in with a token, and I've made it bigger so it's easier to see. So EC2, Elastic Compute, so we're going to launch an instance so that we'll have one to play with. Once again, this is always pretty quick. I do have, in some of my classes, every day my students launch their own Linux server. So if they don't want to create it every day, they can reuse it sometimes, but not for tests. So, okay, so we're going to view this instance. By the way, the creation process, I believe I've explained in another video, but if I need to do it again, comment down below, ask me to. I'm more than willing to create different videos. I have a list of a few I'm going to be working on, but that would be an easy one to do. Okay, so I am assuming that you have a general knowledge of how to connect. So I like to set my editor to VI, and I don't do it in my startup shell because I know I'm not going to have that if I'm helping at another place. So what I did is I just took a command I used to log in before, but since this is a new IP, all I had to do is change the IP. Okay. And I haven't seen the server before, so we're going to log in, and yay, we're there. Woohoo! Okay, so the first thing is we went to VI, and they had us do this in Etsy, systemd. Oh, we're going to have to do this as root. Let's just become root. VI, Etsy, systemd, system, and we're going to call it test.service, just like they do on the web page, okay? Now, oh wait, this is the second step. So we're not going to do this yet. We'll just put a few dots here. We'll save it so it's there. The first step is to VI user USR. I'm having a hard time typing today. Just had an interesting conversation with someone that's in a war zone. So test script, which sometimes makes it hard to think and type. Okay, user sbin test script. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the shebang there. So that's the pound exclamation bin bash. And that just says, hey, this is how we're going to run the script. And the first thing they had is a line. In fact, let's just copy that. Let's copy this script, the rest of it. So we're going to copy this. Even though this script's okay, I don't like it too well. So now I'm going to come up here. I'm in escape mode in VI, so I'm going to DD to delete that line, and I'm going to put it in twice. Because I don't like that it creates this with the seconds, but I do want another variable that does. And then, so I just escaped, and I'm coming to this line. I'm going to replace, not that one, replace this one. So now what I'll do is wait, I did that backwards. So I want to echo the time into a date log, so I don't have a new log for each and every time I do it. It's only a new log for every day. And then exit 0, sweet. We need to change this to be executable. So chmod u plus x user sbin test script. And that's just, there's one more thing I don't like about it. I don't like that it's putting it here in tilde/ because that's not, or the squiggly slash, that is home directory, and I don't like it in the home directory. So let's stick this instead in insert mode. We do var log, and I'm just going to call this my test script, and then the date of the log. So cool. So now that's, I think, all I want to do to that one. So let's run that. Well, first let's look at var log my star, and there's nothing there. Okay, so if I run /user/bin test script .sh user bin, sbin. Now if I look for that file, it's there, and you can see that it has the day here. And if we cat the file, and let's just get it. So cat the file, we'll see that, hey, there's an entry there. So if I run this again, and I cat that file again, I should have 2 entries just with different times. Okay, cool. So we've created a script that's going to write to a log the current time, and it's going to have a date of the log. So now let's make a service out of it. So this is where we did the VI etc system d system test service. Okay, and now I can get rid of these dots I made. And let's once again come to this. By the way, so we see we've done this script. We did the chmod. We did u plus x. No reason to make it executable by everybody. And of course, we edited this script. This one, I don't think we need to edit. I think this is fine. Let's copy this. And I'm in insert mode. So there we go. So if we cat that file, so we have just what was there on that page, which gives it a unit, the service, and it's installed one after. Now if we come back to this page, it mentions that, hey, we have to do a system control daemon reload. Say it how you want to, I guess. And then we need to enable it so it will actually run. And that created the symlink, so it'll run on startup. That just shows you, yeah, we'll show it. So we'll show it. You can see that it's there, it's dead, but it's loaded and active. So the next one is going to start it. So this is what would be done when your system's booting up. So let's see if it added a line, okay? So let's set -o vi. I have to do that again because I'm on a server now. Cat, not that one. Let's look at this, see if there should be 3 entries now in the log, and there is. Cool. Now, one more thing we should try. We set this up so it should run automatically when the system boots up. Let's reboot and see if we get a 4th line. So, reboot. And I'm just going to grab this. Now, a reboot's going to take a little bit because it has to shut down and start back up. But it won't be much more than a minute or 2. So, we'll stay with this. What I often do is I just hit the up arrow so I can go to my last command, and the last command I ran in this shell, which is now this is back on my local system, is the SSH command to connect to it. Since we didn't shut it down, so in AWS, depending on how you set it up, you often get a new IP address. Since we did not shut it down and leave it down, we just restarted, it should keep the same IP address. But it's obviously not quite there yet, so I'm going to Control-C this. But I expect it will be soon. It's pretty quick. There we go. We're in. Now, I just going to paste that command and hit Enter. And there's our 4th line. Cool. So, what we did today, we launched a Linux system, created a startup script, set it as a service, and set it to auto start as a service. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you. Have a good day.